Derek, it's great to see you again. And this is an important market call. A lot of investors are pinning their hopes on some stimulus, if nothing else.
Yeah, I think, to get stimulus from Xi Jinping's government after 10 years where we haven't seen any large stimulus, you need kind of a disaster, an export collapse, GDP wildly underperforming for the second quarter. That'll be out next week. But these producer prices and consumer prices, they're not great. They're not a disaster. Producer prices are dropping because China has too much capacity. And the world economy is weakening. It's not shrinking, but it is weakening. The consumer prices are a bigger problem. But if you look at China's stimulus options, they aren't very good. They've actually been trying monetary policy stimulus. It hasn't worked. And you can't really be aggressive on the monetary side without threatening the currency, which is already struggling against the dollar. Mm-hmm. On the fiscal side, if you create a bunch of construction jobs, that's not what young people want. So you don't solve the youth unemployment problem.
So what do you do? We're showing the yuan, by the way, about 7.25 against the dollar. So it has weakened considerably. But because the growth and inflation, all the rest of it for everyone else in the world right now hinges on what happens here, what do you think is going to happen? What can policymakers do? Or is it just a waiting game? Or could it get worse?
I don't think it'll get worse in the short term. I mean, a lot of this disappointment is people had very high expectations for China this year coming out of zero COVID. And those expectations haven't been met, clearly. But maybe they were excessive. From the Chinese perspective, they set a conservative GDP target. Everyone said, well, they'll easily beat it. They're still going to beat it, but not by much. They may not think this is much of a problem. Xi Jinping is not very friendly to stock markets or the Chinese property market. So everybody waiting and saying China has to do something, that doesn't appear to be the view of Chinese policymakers. I think muddling through is the most likely outcome.
So all of that said, the tone that China seems to be taking here, both in the description of how the meeting with Secretary Yellen went, when they say the next action is up to the U.S. to stop suppression, sanctions, export curbs, the Xinjiang goods ban and tariffs. They want us to do all of those things while at the same time escalating their own tit for tat, restricting a couple of those minerals. Maybe you remember the names better than I do. I feel like I need my periodic table out. So who makes the next move here? Do you expect the U.S. to kind of, ease off a little bit?
Yeah, it's not going to be China that makes the next move. I think Secretary Yellen is probably going to come back to Washington and say, oh, I did some good work here. Now we need to follow up with a conciliatory gesture. We have the opportunity. We can change our export control rules that we applied in October. Those are interim rules on semiconductors. We can modify them, loosen them up some. There are certainly people in the business community here who are advocating for that. So I think if there's going to be a move, it'll be on the American side. Of course, people were talking this way, and then we had a balloon, fly over the U.S. So I don't mean to say that the U.S. move is guaranteed. It's just that's really the only possibility.
Have you ever gotten to the bottom of the balloon incident? Why it happened? What was it an accident? Was it on purpose? Is this a routine? I still feel like I don't have a convincing explanation of the timing and the purpose and the whole thing.
Well, I certainly cannot be definitive about that because I don't have a definitive explanation either. Chinese surveillance of the U.S. We started paying a lot more attention to it with the balloon, with the idea of a base in Cuba. There's a lot of surveillance of the U.S. There's U.S. surveillance of China. It is suspicious that the balloon happened to seem to malfunction at exactly that time. So it's not news that the Chinese are watching us. That was not a new development. The balloon occurring exactly that time does raise some eyebrows, as if somebody in China wanted relations to be poor.
You don't think spy balloons over the U.S., we shouldn't be surprised by that? I was a little surprised.
No, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to make this too personal, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Chinese were listening to the next phone call you made or the next phone call I made. There's a lot of surveillance. They put a lot of money into surveillance for political reasons, for technology reasons. So I don't think we should be surprised by the balloon. I don't know that we should like it. That's a different story. But I don't think that was new. I don't think watching us is new from China. The balloon sort of wandering out in the open was new and much more suspicious.
I suppose the reason I'm asking is because as we talk about whether the U.S. should relax export controls or something like this, you wonder, well, do we still have our hands around the level of surveillance or, that's going on right now? Does more reporting need to be done? Does there need to be a bigger policy reaction or, as we've seen, kind of an economic reaction to make sure that our supply chains are to some extent disentangled? So, figuring out what exactly they're doing and we're doing back to them feels like it's important in determining whether we should take our foot off the gas a little bit or really press ahead with some of the restrictions that we've been imposing.
No, I agree with that. I brought up export controls at the beginning for a reason. The Chinese surveillance is partly enabled by U.S. technology. It might be partly enabled by U.S. investment. We don't know where our investment goes in China because the Department of the Treasury won't even report that. So we have had a hand in China watching us. We've had a hand in other things that we don't like China doing. We should be thinking about that. It should be part of the debate. We should have more information.